I went down a rabbit hole last night and now I can't unsee this stuff. My name is Jason and today on The Strange and Weird we are talking about body modification. That's a cool strange and weird topic, something fun we can look at, right? Right? I didn't know at first exactly how strange and weird things are really gonna get. So, we'll start this off very easy and tame, and then later, well, you'll see.
Aesthetic body mods.
You might even call this category extreme plastic surgery. First up, we have a Ukrainian beauty model, and if you take a look at this, it looks like she's taking things a little extreme. And I'm curious what you think. Has she taken things too far, or is this beautiful? Leave your comment below. What do the comments say? What do you have in the tower to be such a Eurodicium? And where is the broom? That's not very nice. But that's just her face. Here we can check out her full appearance. Kind of looks like a Barbie doll. As extreme as this might be, it does look like she's happy, smiling, living her best life. So who cares what the commenters say? Haters gonna hate, right? The next extreme aesthetic body modification we have is Ruki Bazuki, which means bazooka hands. This is a Russian guy who made an at-home DIY surgery back in 2017. He said he injected synthol, but later it came out he actually injected warmed-up Vaseline into his muscles. Now he's having problems like infection. But looking hecka swole, am I right? Comment below if you'd want to arm wrestle this guy. I've got no idea what he's saying here, but it looks like he's pro-American. What I think when I see this guy is, honestly, a little bit of concern. I'm afraid maybe he didn't have the right parental guidance, the right kind of friends who really cared about him to prevent him from doing something like this to himself. Things like this could even lead to death. So although it is strange, I wish him the best. And last, in our aesthetic body mods category, we have Sasha Shpak, 2 million followers on TikTok. This guy is from Russia but has since left and supports Ukraine now. He's got a full body tattoo, including his face and for his eyes, plus lip filler and butt implants. Butt implants are something I've never considered before. How about you? Would that make those 3-hour-long conference room meetings a little cozier? Here he is on the beach. He's certainly got a lot of energy. And what a swimsuit. This is him and his ex-wife, so you can't always judge a book by its cover. He's actually been married 6 times before, so his body mods are either very successful or very unsuccessful, depending how you look at it. And now for the next category.
Body upgrades.
This is Patrick Powman. He has 32 implants, including NFC for making payments with his hand, another for unlocking his home door, and magnets in his fingers. I did a quick search for finger magnets and also found this video. Although in this video, he is actually going to get it removed after 12 years, and he mentions the magnet is not as strong now. And here he is, unlocking a lock, like his door. Yep, that seems to work. My thoughts. Well, I think this could be especially cool if you were a magician and you were especially dedicated to the art and wanted to implant a magnet into your finger. That could be used in a lot of different ways. It would be really handy, or fingery. But about being able to make payments with your hand or unlock the door, I feel like I could do that well enough with my smartwatch or my phone. So the only thing I find tempting is the finger magnets. This guy used his own cells to grow an extra ear, and then attached it to his arm. His name is Steelark, and he's a performance artist. This is one of his projects. There it is. Although it looks not as 3D as I would have expected. His ear was grown using his own stem cells. I did a little research, but there was conflicting info. Some say it was grown on the back of a mouse. Don't know if that's true, but it was grown somewhere. Reportedly, he wants to embed a Wi-Fi microphone in there as well, so people all over the world could listen to what his third ear arm is hearing at any given moment. Which is a fun idea, but that was years ago, and it doesn't seem like it came to fruition. Something about infections and it having to be removed. And he's also into other things, like this. UV ink tattoos. Now this is a cool one I didn't know existed. Look at that. It looks crazy. Like some biocircuitry inside of you. And this one. Wow. It's a mix of a regular tattoo with UV ink, and that looks, I have to say, incredible. These UV tattoos can be almost invisible in daylight, but with black lights in a club environment, they light up. Looks awesome, but only problem is they fade after a year and don't have long-term health studies, i.e. may cause cancer. Wow, pretty nice design. Alice in Wonderland fans in the house. But where do we draw the line in terms of what is weird? Medical treatments that have been around seem totally normal to us, like braces, laser eye surgery, tooth implants. Do these count as body mods? Eye lens replacements, that's actually a thing. If you're having problems seeing, take out the old lens, put in an artificial one, and Bob's your uncle. And then there's Brian Johnson, spending his billions to try to stay alive forever, by basically doing every health-boosting thing imaginable and documenting it publicly. What a time to be alive, and to be a billionaire.
Extreme body modifications.
Warning, what you'll see next might be a little shocking. The extremes of how far people will go. So prepare yourself for something very strange. You've seen tattoos before, but have you seen eye tattoos? Look at that, one of hers is totally filled in black. It looks quite strange actually, the black and blue combo. And a little crazy to me that she would do this operation in the first place when she had quite nice eyes to begin with. Here's another one. Wow. Okay, he looks like an alien. We've got this guy who has a combo of red and black mixed into his eyes. Looks like me when I don't get enough sleep. Apparently they inject the ink right into the white part of your eye. If they mess up, you could be blind for life. And this kind of tattoo is extra, super permanent. Now for the next level of weird, we have subdermal implants. This is silicone, which gets surgically implanted under your skin. And well, the results speak for themselves. Comment below if you'd like to have a spider on your hand under the skin. Or smash like if you wouldn't. This girl got something like ribs along her collarbone, so it creates a texture. It's that same silicone subdermal implant. What do you think? Is that scary or beautiful? And if you thought that was extreme, it's simply because you haven't yet seen one on the face. These ones look more specifically like contours shaping the whole face, and although this one is definitely strange and weird, I can see the aesthetic part of it. She's definitely got a vibe going. Going to the third level of extreme body modifications, we have the split tongue. I mean, how does she even control them separately like that? That's kind of impressive. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? And now, my friends, we have arrived at the last level of extreme. Some people go as far as what you might call mutilation. This guy has a giant ball installed over his lip. Very strange. This guy has transformed himself into an alien, including chopping off his nose and his ears, not to mention the full body tattoo, or the eye tattoo. Pretty extreme, but he got what he was going for, to look like an alien. Could you imagine bumping into this guy at the grocery store? Or this one, he has some kind of tusks installed into his teeth, also with the nose removed, and horns on his head. Or this lady, who is known as the Jaguar Woman, or the Vampire Woman. She is in the Guinness World Records as the most tattooed woman. And it looks like she has incorporated most of the other body mods we have covered earlier as well. So why do they do it? Are they possessed by demons? Is it a self-hate and wanting to destroy yourself? Or is it more about attention, or being more attractive, or even artistic expression? Body modifications have existed for thousands of years, from lip plates and foot binding to neck rings, tattoos, and scarification. So it's not quite new, but it does feel new or strange based on our current culture. But still, why? Why do it at all? Let's see what they say themselves when put to the question.
What's happening here? And why are your collarbones look like they have speed bumps on them? Those are body modifications. Everything is fine. You can see it in profile. It looks amazing. I love it. It was my choice to make it. I love body modifications and they're pretty.
What I heard from her is that she loves body modifications and considers them pretty.
Ooh, I can answer this one. After that, I got fangs, asubdermal ears. I got my body modifications because this is what I look like. I don't expect other people to understand who look at themselves in the mirror and see themselves. I can't understand that experience. Because to me, if I draw myself with elf ears and fangs, and this is me. Obviously, I am still me or whatever if I don't have these, but you see these and you see me. I'm closer to who I am as a person with my tongue like this, with my ears like this, with my fangs. It's the expression.
So this person brought up an interesting point. They described how they normally viewed themselves with elf ears and etc. And when they made these modifications, they feel like they look how they should be, if I understood that correctly. Interesting. So I listened to a few others and I heard quite often, because they like it, to express themselves, it's art. Whatever the reason may be, it's a little strange and weird. And after considering all of this, when I look at these people, what do I see? I see someone who is looking for love, or maybe a little attention, trying to find their place in this world, like we all are. They just have a different approach. And I want you to comment below, what's the most extreme body modification you have had, or something close to it? I've had braces and LASIK, so I'm kind of a meta-human already. Thanks for joining me. Smash the L-Lyco button and subscribe so you don't miss the next weirdness. Bye-bye.